Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time as the old usual, right? So we've been getting started like 9:01 the last couple times. And of course, we messed up our live stream streak and we missed 3 days in a row due to being out of town for the baby shower. But here we are back again. Jesse Olson, founder of Taco Tuesday. I guess we can give ourselves our own exact label that we want. But Bitcoin's down almost 5% today. We're going to take a look at it. And you can see that this was the last kind of like, looked like it was possibly breaking out, had that buy signal back above the trending dots, and then started to roll back over and then had that last sell signal there, 64,216. And this could be the lower high, right? So this is a high over here on March 13th. And then you got another lower high over here on April 8th. And then this is another lower high, not confirmed yet, but as soon as you take out this level here with a daily candle close of 61,250, then that would, and that's something that we talked about on yesterday's live stream, as price was starting to, break back above the trending dots, right? It was like the first hourly candle into the new daily candle, that price was starting to break back above the trending dots. And then, but we did talk about yesterday that, hey, if we take out this pivot point over here, that would be a lower high. And then that would be also a lower low. So you get a candle close below 61,250 today, and that will be a confirmed lower high and a lower low all in one shot. So just be aware of that. We're gonna get into more. We got some more things. We spent about 18 minutes on Bitcoin yesterday. We're gonna spend some more time today as well. And I posted a bunch of charts in the Discord this morning, the daily chart, the weekly chart, and even the monthly chart. So we'll take a quick glance at it, but all the details are over there in the Discord. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Javier, yo, dips are gifts, fellas. My man, you were right about the Tesla short squeeze. Yeah, we'll take a look at it. Short squeezing hard. It's just when it pumps straight up, most likely it's going to come back down and form. If it is a trend reversal overall, Javier, then you're going to be looking for a higher low, right? That would be your higher probability. Otherwise, it could just be a short squeeze, and it could squeeze hard, right? It could squeeze a lot harder than most people think. Martina, good morning. Welcome back. Lawrence, welcome back. Good morning. Good to see everybody. So Bitcoin's breaking down the daily chart. Again, you take a candle close back below 61,250, and that will be a confirmed lower high and a lower low all in one shot. Let's put on these the drawings over here. Remember, we still have target 3 and target 4. You get a candle close below here. I put this trend line on. I don't know if you can see it or not. I think you could. If you're on the cell phone, it might be a little bit more difficult. We can zoom in here. So I put this trend line here, kind of showing where this close is, right around 61,250, 260-ish. So if you zoom in here, you can see that if we get a candle close below that, that puts in a lower high and puts in a lower low from this pivot point over here. So with that, a daily candle close below there, this was a lower low. This close was a lower low over here. This was a lower high. And that would signal that, hey, we're still not out of the woods yet. And we could be going into a deeper correction. And then we still have target 3 and target 4 on over here. So we'll see if it gets to that point or not. There's a confluence of reasons why over here. There's a confluence of reasons why down here, just below $52,000 as well. So we'll take a look at it. Remember, it was overbought. There was bearish divergence, right? This is a huge move up from 40,000. Retracements are healthy. Retracements, corrections are healthy. When you stretch the band out one way, not only does it come back to the middle, but a lot of times it goes back the other way too. Ooh, hitting the monitor over here. We'll get it figured out. So yeah, it got the rubber band got extended pretty far to the right, and then it came back to the middle, and it hasn't even fully come back to the middle yet. So it comes back to the middle and maybe even go back the other direction a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see if it comes back. This is kind of like the middle ground right here. So if you go from wick to wick here, target 3 is like the middle ground. And then, of course, going to target 4 would be going the opposite direction. and then maybe we'll see it find support from there or not. I got this circled for a reason, pointing it out. So we'll get into it. Weekly chart, right? You can see on the weekly chart, it was just, we got longer term targets still up there. We're still waiting, see if we're going to hit those or not. Those are longer term A and F targets. Just to point out, this area looks pretty similar to over here. We don't know if it's going to play out similar or not. Price is starting to break down from the trailing dots. Price is starting to break down from the trailing dots. And also the monthly chart looks very similar as well. So we're going to keep an eye on it. And we'll see how it plays out and wait for that next possible buy the dip scenario and take our swing when it's ready. So some of the things I want to point out is that, and I drew this out and gave the details of it. It's like there was an RSI sell signal on the weekly chart at the weekly candle close on Sunday. So here we are a day and a half later, right? So an RSI sell signal over here, and then I put out, what if, like a what if scenario. What if there was bearish divergence longer term on the weekly chart? This is something how I'd see it kind of play out on the weekly chart. I'm not going to get into all the details on it, kind of save that for the Discord members, but that's kind of how I see, price could be pumping much higher, right? Price could be pumping much higher while it's still in bullish territory, could be pumping much higher. It just takes some time to play out. So that's one of the things that kind of was showing, but we did have an RSI sell signal, and we'll find out if we get a buy signal in the near future. Also pointed out that in the Discord that, there's a pending, not closed yet, there's a pending bearish crossover on MACD, right? Bearish crossover on MACD. So we're kind of still watching that over there. And then, of course, getting into the monthly chart, right? Getting into the monthly chart. You can't see it on the other exchange, right? If you go to the Bitstamp, there's no reversal candle on Bitstamp back here in November. So you just got to know, like sometimes when I post charts and there's a reversal candle, people get confused. Like they think that their settings are wrong. Like I let you know what my settings are. And of course you could play around the settings yourself and see if you come up with something that, maybe I didn't spot. But you can see that different exchanges have different signals, right? There's no reversal candle on November 2021 on Bitstamp, but there is a reversal candle that I'm pointing out here on the monthly candle, November 2021. And we talked about this earlier in the month. There was a pending reversal candle, and today the monthly candle closes. So the odds are that there's a reversal candle is, they're increasing, right? The odds are increasing. So there was a pending reverse candle, and then there wasn't a pending reverse candle. So we're still flip-flopping back and forth. Are we looking at more something like over here? Or are we looking at more like the monthly chart over here, right? So just kind of pointing out over here that, hey, there was a reverse candle. There is a reverse candle. And when price starts to break down in the monthly chart, it tends to like to come back to the trending dots, right? So that's what I'm pointing out over here. It tends to like to come back to the trending dots. Could take a month or two to play out. And if it does, you can see that the trending dots are back here at 37,850-ish. Let's just call it 38. Just call it $38,000, right? Under 40. And the next monthly candle could be above 42,000, right? And then maybe above that is about $46,000. So I'm just kind of pointing that out that, hey, when the monthly chart looks like it's going for a correction longer term, could take 1, 2, 3 months to kind of play out, come back, retest the trending dots, and then bounce again, right? So that's what I'm kind of pointing out. It's possible that it takes a couple months to play out, kind of hit the trending dots like that, find support, and then bounce after that. So it's possible we see some sort of double wave like that again, right? And it could just take a couple months to play out. So we will see. But as of right now, I'm pointing out that there is a reversal candle and pretty close to probably a bearish engulfing candle too. So that's usually a reversal overall. Just be aware of that. We talked about it earlier in the month when there was a pending reversal, then it disappeared, and then now we're seeing a reverse candle again. So we're pointing it out again, right? It's happening in real time, and we're just trying to take in all the information that we can in real time over here on Bitcoin. So, and that's what I'm pointing out. Could come back down to the trending dots, maybe take a month or two for that to do that. That you can see after this move over here, this candle never touched it. This candle did. The second candle did come back down. And the difference is this time and this time is that once it retested it, it came back down, and that was the bear market, right? So I don't think we're in the bear market. That would be a pretty quick bull run, and especially with the halving that just happened, it seems like we're not. The bear market is usually takes long. The bull market takes longer for it to play out. Typically, we're going to be on our toes and be aware of all things, but you do have this overall upward trend. You still have the overall trending dots trending upward, and if we move over to like the RSI, right? Take this idea off on based off the weekly chart, you still have the overall upward trend. There's still no sell signal on the monthly chart yet, right? So you can see like the last buy signal on RSI, last sell signal on RSI, and it could be something similar to uh this, where you're kind of looking at um instead of it breaking back down, having that sell signal, and we're back into the bear market. It could be like a move down like this, and then bounce back up higher, right? So it could take a couple months, but could be something more like this versus we're back into the bear market. So we'll find out. We'll find out. We do have a reverse candle though, and there's a reverse candle back here in November 2021 back here. So the difference is that was bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle. We don't have bearish divergence. So that is one major difference. Reverse candle to reverse candle on the monthly chart, you can see here, there was bearish divergence. There was bearish divergence followed by that reverse candle. There's no bearish divergence on this reverse candle, but it doesn't mean it couldn't come back down similar to this, come back down, hit the trending dots, find support, and then bounce up and make the next move higher after that. So currently still in the bull run, in my personal opinion, so far. We don't know if it'll ever play out, but you do have this interesting bearish divergence longer term like that. We don't know if it'll ever play out. The perma bears would say yes, right? Perma bulls would say no. So we don't know. We don't know for sure. We just know that today it's getting crushed all around, even on the NASDAQ. Everything's kind of breaking back down. So shorts are paying once again, right? Shorts are paying. They're paying the shorts once again. Perma bulls are getting wrecked right now, and perma bears are finally making a little bit of money. Maybe, maybe they are. So that's what we're seeing right now. Bitcoin. Also, we pointing this out back here that, hey, very similar thoughts to Bitcoin. Starts breaking back down below, and could see some lower prices. And of course, if the target 4 doesn't hold on Ethereum, this is Ethereum. A lot of the altcoins are going to look similar. Then we probably have to put on target 5 over there. And who knows if it comes all the way back down, retest the 200-week moving average before that next possible buy the dip scenario, right? This is Ethereum. So if you're new to the channel, awesome. We're going to go through Bitcoin. We're going to go through the altcoins. We're going to circle around to the indices like the NASDAQ. We're going to probably take a look at the Magnificent Seven and put in your chart request, whatever you put in, whether you're typing it in the ticker symbol, put in crypto, put in stocks, whatever it is, and all the details. Are you long? Are you short? Are you waiting patiently? Whatever it is, put in all the details so we can talk about it over there. Real quick, let's jump over here and just kind of take a look. Smash that like button, smash that repost button, whether you're on the Twitter X app or you're on the YouTube channel. Awesome. And then throw in a quick comment. Just throw in a quick comment, whatever it is, and we'll go from there. If we hit 50 likes, I probably spend a lot more time on it, right? If we get 50 likes, whether on YouTube or the Twitter X app. So we'll keep checking back, and we'll take a look at, see if we're going to hit those 50 likes or not. We haven't yet. The replay crew does a really good job, but the live crew, we need a little more help over there on the live crew. Javier, MicroStrategy is almost hitting my lower target from this swing. Lower prices will start closing gaps. Yeah. Yep. So we'll take a look at it, and we'll keep going. Let's just go down the line, though. This is Solana breaking down. This is not a lower high, a lower low, a higher low. Oh my God, I'll figure it out. That was not a higher low. We were talking about, will it put in a higher low, and then it just starts breaking down after that. So back into target 4 on Solana as well. Chainlink, you got target 4 back down here, right? Still in this downward trend, still waiting, right? Near breaking back down. And we talked about it. Originally, it was drawn like this. That could put down a higher low, but it's just breaking back down right now. So you got that sell signal. If you took that buy somewhere in this candle, right, and you didn't put in a stop loss, at what point would you get out of your position, right? There's a pending sell signal, right? So just be aware. If you're taking buy signals, don't forget to take sell signals, right? Don't forget to take sell signals. Even if it's a small loss, whatever it is, or if you had your if you took this buy signal above $6 and you got in, at what point do you move your stop loss to break even, right? So if you don't move your stop loss to break even, it starts to break back down, and then all of a sudden there's a pending sell signal and you're in at the buy signal or earlier, right? At what point do you get out of your position? So that's near. Dot, still waiting over here on dot. You can see still in that downtrend. Could take out this pivot low with a close down below. It's possible puts in bullish divergence, right? That's the one thing we do love about the divergences. We'll spot bearish and bullish divergence for a trend reversal, and then a higher low or a lower high, depending on if it's bearish or bullish divergence, letting us know that the trend reversal is confirmed or a higher probability confirmed. Still watching Sand, Filecoin, Algo, right? Still have it drawn out like this. Did have that fake out up to the upside, pumped all the way back up, and dropped straight back down. So that's still kind of watching that on Algo. Mana, similar thoughts. All of this was drawn out in advance, right? All of it still on the table, right? Cardano, same thing. Rari, still in the downward trend, right? If you don't have a strategy, you're guessing, right? You're guessing all the way down if you don't have a strategy. Every single wick that the experts bought the wicks, right? The wicks keep wicking and the dips keep dipping, right? So we saw that, all the experts. What we were looking at was, hey, there's bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle, right? That's what we were watching. And then every wick on the way down, not necessarily on Rari, but every wick down on the altcoins, every wick, they're buying those dips all the way down, right? So we have a little bit different of a strategy, right? We might take a swing here or there, but we also know what our risk to reward ratio is. We also know where the stop losses are. We know where things are breaking down and things are changing and are still in the downward trend, right? So that's Ferrari like that. That's what we're looking at. Matic looks like it was starting to break out and then broke right back down. Still never had a pending buy signal over there. Was oversold, had a reverse candle. No bullish divergence as of yet. Could be putting in bullish divergence in the near future. So it's possible this could be, if all these put in bullish divergence, and then we'll see if it puts in a higher low along with a breakout and stuff like that. So Atom is getting oversold again, right? Could be putting in bullish divergence. SHIB breaking back down. Doge breaking back down, right? We got the arrow way out here. Could be coming back down. Retest the 200-week moving average. What else? What else? What else? MicroStrategy, breaking back down. Uh, yeah. So we mapped this out a while back, right? Even back up in here, where we had the targets mapped out. Target 1 was hit on MicroStrategy. Target 2 was hit. Target 3 was hit. Target 4 has not been hit yet. And then we mapped out a million small gaps below target 4. So if target 4 does not get hit, then see below target 4. And we could be filling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential smaller gaps, right? So we talked about this. We covered it. Even at the top at $1,800, we were one of the only ones calling out, to my knowledge. I don't watch a lot of other people's charts or YouTubes or anything like that. Uh, I I barely watch any, to be honest. But there's so you got bearish divergence, right? And you got a lot of experts who sell courses out there. You got a lot of experts out there selling newspapers. You got a lot of experts out there giving their affiliate links, right? Buying above $1,800, buying above $1,900, buying above $2,000, or buying right at $2,000 on MicroStrategy, buying into the FOMO, buying into the overbought conditions. You can see all the orange candles, overbought conditions. You can see the bearish divergence, and you got people who are selling courses and stuff buying into that, right? Buying into bearish divergence, right? So then you got a lower high over here. Did they get out? I don't know. They didn't talk about getting out of their position. So I don't know if they got out or not. They didn't talk about any sell signals, right? They didn't talk about any of that. They didn't talk about additional lower highs. They didn't have any targets mapped out to the bottom. It's up only. So we don't know what they're really doing over there. Maybe they are. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. But that's what we're watching, right? So we talked about could you buy up here and it still work out? Sure. Yeah, it could. But a better strategy that we talked about is buying down here and then selling into the bearish divergence, right? Selling into the bearish divergence, or having a strategy of after bearish divergence, selling into the lower high, actually selling at the sell signal, right? Selling when it starts closing back below the trending dots, whether it's over here, whatever your strategy is that you build out that we talk about, you have to decide what's best for you. Or if there was a reversal candle here after bearish divergence, maybe taking profits after that point. But never do we say buy up into bearish divergence, right? So, uh, anyways, that's what we're talking about. If your strategy is buying up there into the FOMO, bearish divergence, all that stuff, maybe you're not ready to swing trade. Maybe you should stay an investor, or maybe you should sharpen the skills a little bit more before selling courses out there. And anyways, so that's the daily chart. Still breaking down. The last sell signal on the daily chart was April 15th. It's April 30th. There hasn't been a buy signal since. Who bought this dip down here, right? If they bought it, did they sell it, right? If you bought it and took a swing at it, uh, did you sell it, right? Did you sell it and take a loss? If not, are you managing your risk properly? Obviously not. Obviously not. So if we switch over to the monthly chart just for fun, this was what I was pointing out last month, right? Last month we were pointing out, hey, people bought here, right? People bought on this wick back in February 2021. And then I was pointing out on this wick up here, it was just starting to form a wick above 1800, above 1900. We didn't know that there was going to be a reverse candle the very next month. We didn't know that. But I was pointing out in the month of March that, hey, people are also buying up here, right? So people bought back there, and we didn't know for sure that might be the top, at least the first top or the local top, whatever you want to call it. But we were just pointing out that, hey, people are buying up there. And then I just think that there's a better strategy, right? So even on the monthly chart, buying back here is and selling up into here is a better strategy than people buying up here, right? We're just pointing out that, hey, buying back in here, just getting back above the 200-week moving average, buy signals, all that stuff, battling, is a better strategy than buying up in here, right? So That's all we were pointing out. We didn't know for sure the top was in. We don't have a magic crystal ball or anything like that. We are just pointing that out back in March. And then in hindsight, now there's a reversal candle, right? A pending reverse candle on the monthly chart, similar to Bitcoin, right? Um, and the monthly candle closes today. So we're going to get a monthly candle close. That is a reverse candle over there. It was overbought for 2 months straight. And Michael Saylor was selling, right? Michael Saylor was selling into this above 1600. I believe he was selling into it, right? All the signs were there. But, the perma bulls won't recognize it. And the perma bears sold all the way up, right? Or the perma bears were short selling all of this all the way up, and the perma bulls were buying up in here, right? So don't be either. Don't be either. So that's MicroStrategy update. We talked about it on the monthly chart. We talked about it on the weekly chart. It was overbought. There was a reverse candle back in a couple about 4 weeks ago now, and still breaking down back below the trailing dots. Very similar to Bitcoin. 3 out of 4 targets have been hit so far. Could it be leading the way that it'll hit 4 targets on MicroStrategy similar to Bitcoin? I mean, will Bitcoin follow MicroStrategy and hit? MicroStrategy is, the probabilities have increased. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? Hold on, let's take a quick sip of that water. Ooh wee. Gotta take a breath. 26 minutes. MicroStrategy has hit 3 out of the 4 targets so far. The probabilities are increasing that the 4th target gets hit on MicroStrategy. Bitcoin has only hit 2 targets so far. And we've pointed out that MicroStrategy has hit targets before Bitcoin, right? In the past, to the upside and downside. We've talked about that before. So if MicroStrategy is going to hit 4 targets, will Bitcoin hit 3 targets? Will Bitcoin hit 4 targets to the downside? It seems like it could. There's a lot of similarities, similar reverse candles, all that stuff. So that's what we're watching on MicroStrategy. That's what we're watching on Bitcoin. And if we get back over here, Bitcoin has not broken down from target 2 yet. But if it does and starts getting a candle close below and taking out this pivot point similar to MicroStrategy, we can see Bitcoin come down, hit target 3, put in another lower high, and then possibly even hit target 4 over there. The consolidation is still on. This was a massive move from, even from this buy signal all the way up into bearish divergence, right? 200 plus 240% move from the buy signal, right? It's a massive move. It's getting a healthy retracement on MicroStrategy, on Bitcoin, all these altcoins over here right now. So that's what we're continuing to watch over there on MicroStrategy. Let's get into the NASDAQ, right? We talked about, the NASDAQ would have put in a lower high, right, at a key target area, key retracement target area. This is possible, a lower high over here, right? It's possible. So I'm not sure what happened to my targets. I'm not sure what I must have accidentally removed my targets over here. So it's only hit target 1 so far, right? But it's possible that on this retracement back up, it's possible puts in that lower high over here. Here, let's draw that on there. Yeah. So you got that like that. It's possible it puts in a lower high and then comes down and hits target 2. I think was right around here. And I think it just missed target 2. I don't know. I have to put it back on. And then target 3, target 4, even lower, right? So we'll see how it plays out, but it is starting to break down. This could be a lower high over here on the NASDAQ. Continue to watch it. Natural gas, still bullish. Had a sell signal on the inverse NASDAQ over here, SQQQ. And then now it's flipping back around with another potential buy signal over here. SP 500, this could be a lower high over here. Too early to call it, way too early. Dow Jones, this could be a lower high over here. It could be leading the way. It's hit 2 targets to the downside so far. You got target 3, you got the gap down here. Russell 2000 could be putting in another lower high. US 10-year yield could be finding support at target 4. We talked about that. We covered it. Every every step of the way, even from this buy signal, we drew this out in advance, right? We drew this out in advance as a possibility. Breakthrough, flip this into support, come back up, retest this area over here. That's why it's already circled. And then who knows if it hits longer term target 3 or not. We don't know. The dollar making a move again. Perma bearish on the dollar. Still bullish on the daily chart, still bullish on the weekly chart, still bullish on the monthly chart, right? You get the point. The VIX, we don't know if this is a higher low or not, right? Is this a higher low? We don't know. Something to keep an eye on, but it did spike all the way up, retested the 200-week moving average. We talked about it. We covered it all the way back in here. Through this entire time, we talked about, would it hit target 4? It did. Would it retest 200-week moving average? It did. So we are aware of all of that could play out similar. And now we're going to find out if this is going to be a higher low or not. Let's flip over to Magnificent 7. Nvidia down. Is this going to put in a lower high over here? It's possible. We got this arrow over here on Nvidia. If it starts breaking down from that trend line, right? Then the probabilities will be increasing. We're going to go down and hit target 3 and fill that gap over there. And then there's the target 4, so on and so on and so on, right? Meta, kind of flat today. Big gap down, kind of flat today. Was getting oversold. We talked about could see a bounce. We don't know if it's going to get that big of a bounce or not. Could see a bounce, even fill this new gap, come back down. We don't know how it's going to play out yet. But we do know is that there was bearish divergence. We do know that there was a lower high over here that we were talking about. We do know that there was another additional lower high over here, right? And then price came all the way back down. Amazon could be putting in that lower high that we talked about. It's going to probably look more like this, right? Could be putting in that lower high and breaking back down. Already hit this more lazy target. Has not filled this gap yet down here at 159, 160, call it. It's possible. It's starting to break back down. Could be putting in a lower high. Microsoft just getting crushed, right? Breaking back down. This could be a lower high over here, right? You got bearish divergence that we pointed out. Got a lower high. Got another possible lower high. Price come back down, target 2. Put another lower high all the way down. It's possible, right? That's Microsoft. Tesla down 4.5%. This, it was getting oversold, right? I think there's pretty sure there's bullish divergence. Pretty sure, yeah. So you got bullish divergence, and that bullish divergence could be cleared, right? So the bullish divergence was going all the way back. Here, let me get the drawing tool back on. This was all bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence, the opposite of all the bearish divergence that we were talking about. This bullish divergence could be cleared out and is cleared out in my personal opinion. So the short squeeze was on. If this is a true trend reversal, this is what we pointed out yesterday, was that you want to see price come back. Well, you probably don't want to see price come back, but you'll probably see price come back, whether it fills all these gaps or not, comes all the way back down, right? Puts in a higher low, wherever that is, a higher low, even at the trending dots. Maybe it doesn't fill this gap, puts in a higher low, and then that would be your higher probability of the trend reversal. The higher low after the bullish divergence, right? So short squeeze up, probably profit taking come all the way back down. And overall, the weekly chart is still bearish, right? Probably can't even see this. Probably have to remove some of these drawings over here. Here, let's take this off over here. Yeah, so still bearish on the weekly chart. So it's possible it comes all the way back down, right? Puts in a higher low, takes some time for the ship to get turned around, and then that could be your reversal after that. So we'll see how it plays out. Apple flat today, still bearish on the weekly chart. Daily chart still under that trend line, right? Could be putting in a lower high. Has not retested the 200-week moving average since January 2019, right? So it's possible, you got these lower highs, possible lower high. We don't know yet. Too early to say. Just missed target 3 over here. and you got the 200-week moving average over. It could take some time. There could always be a relief rally, right? And then come all the way back down. So you never know exactly how it's going to play out. Probably bullish divergence. Yeah, there was. Uh, but that bullish divergence is also cleared out, in my personal opinion. So if there is a higher low that gets put in, then you could probably, if it puts in a higher low, then you could see a relief rally and or trend reversal overall. So we kind of see how that plays out. That's Apple. Google, short squeeze all the way up, coming all the way back down. At least you got a gap down here at 158, right? So profit taking, short squeeze, everyone. Take all the shorts, money, and then people start piling back in on the buy side, and then just drop it straight back down. You got a gap down here as well. So let's see, gap. Let's clone it. We got a couple. It's getting pretty gappy over here. Gapalicious over on Google. Let's flip back over. Magnificent Seven. See anything else jumps out at us. Everything breaking back down. Still waiting on that true breakout. Above that downward trend line. Hive, similar thoughts. See if any of these put in higher lows. Maybe not. Maybe they're just another lower high over there. Bitfarm breaking back down. CLSK started breaking back down. Sell signals yesterday, right? Riot breaking back down, pending sell signal. We gonna make it. Sell signal yesterday. Wolf pending sell signal today, right? Iris Energy sell signal on last Thursday. Cypher had a sell signal yesterday. So just be aware, right? Be aware that this could be a lower high, could be a lower high. We don't know yet. They're putting in higher lows, they're putting in lower highs, right? Somewhere in between. Maybe it's just going to start consolidating sideways before the next possible move up. So if you got like this, right? Starts doing like this and then makes a move. So what else? PayPal gapped all the way up to $70.70, came back down, filling that gap over there. Still have this gap left open from August 2023. So you got a gap up over there. Still bullish on the daily chart. Still bullish on the weekly chart. Let me take that off. Get back on the cursor. PayPal, right? Still bullish on the weekly chart over there. A lot of things are red today. A lot of things are red. Except for the ones that you don't want to see that are green, right? You got the US 10-year yields still bullish, US 30-year yields still bullish, all that stuff. Everything else pretty much a bloodbath today. Pretty much a bloodbath today. Are there any more requests? Ooh, we got 1,000 people watching on the Twitter X app. Let's refresh this, see if there's anyone smashing the like button, smashing the subscribe button. 13 likes, and one of them is me. Ouch, 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 ouch. I think we got to do this. I think we got to help out. Smash that like button, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, smash the subscribe button. Help me, help you, help me. And let's get back over to it. And yesterday we talked about this, right? We talked about it and covered it. We even did a newsletter on it. Shout out to Crypto Stu over there. Shout out to Crypto Stu. He's helping me pump out all these newsletters on a daily basis. He's putting a lot of time into it, a lot of effort. He's helping me with the algorithms, all that stuff. So shout out to Crypto Stu, who may or may not see this live stream, but he's been watching the live streams more recently and been posting all these, helping me post all these newsletters over here. They're free, by the way. They are free. And then, of course, we posted this. I leave for 4 days, and you couldn't even pump into 100,000. We talked about it yesterday. We are still not out of the woods. Those 3 reasons still exist on the daily chart. We even covered this on the live stream yesterday. We want to see daily candle close above 73,100. Never happened. We never saw an RSI buy signal. Still didn't, right? This was my optimistic view, but if it starts breaking back down, and we even talked about it, starts breaking back down below this candle close over here at 61,250, that would put in a lower high and confirm a lower high and put in a lower low, right? So even though that was my optimistic view, it seems like we're going to the probabilities are increasing. We're probably going to see target 3 and target 4 over there. consolidation, but three major concerns have developed on the weekly and monthly chart. We've already covered weekly RSI sell signal, weekly pending MACD bearish crossover. We covered it. We talked about it on yesterday's live stream, today's live stream. I posted all the charts in the Discord. I'm posting it. I'm posting it. I'm posting it. Flashing pending reversal candle again for the second time. It was earlier in the month. Last time that happened was November 2021. I don't think this starts the bear market, as that would be a really short cycle timing wise, but could at least mean a longer term consolidation, whether that's weeks or a month or two, right? And create a possible double wave scenario. That would be pretty awesome if it did. And we will be ready for it. Woo-wee. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Comments. Here we go. Ronan, let's go. Let's go, Ronan. Let's go. Thank you for smashing the like button, whoever has. We're 41 minutes into it. Are we calling it? We don't have any requests. We don't have any likes, but we do have the viewership. We do have the viewership. So, what else? Anything else pointing, jumping out at us over here? Light crude oil. That's the weekly chart. Let's look at the daily chart over here. And it's starting to break back down. It was getting overbought. Oh, gold and silver. Let's take a look at gold and silver. Breaking down. So yeah, we did cover this on the live streams, right? We did cover this on the live streams over here that it was getting overbought. It was pumping hard. It was getting overbought. There was bearish divergence on gold. Let me confirm that. There was bearish divergence on gold and a sell signal, right? So on RSI. So RSI sell signal and bearish divergence on gold. Now this is looking like that lower high over here, and now breaking back down with the sell signal. So I eyeball test these targets. They're probably pretty close. I probably should draw them out. But now with the back test of that upward trend line, looks like a lower high. Taking out this pivot low over here with the daily candle close today is going to confirm that. And we should see a retracement, whether it's to target 2, target 3, or target 4. We don't know. But bearish divergence followed by either a reverse candle or a lower high in this instance is the higher probability that we're going to see lower prices. So that's gold, and then that's silver, right? Similar thoughts. I don't know if there is bearish divergence on this one, but it was overbought. It looks like a lower high over here, another possible lower high. Today would confirm it, and it's just breaking back down over here. If we look at it, yes, there was bearish divergence, RSI sell signal, all that stuff. So gold and silver is breaking down, are breaking down, is breaking down, are breaking down. What else? What else? What else? What else? VIX is back up on the daily chart, right? Looks like it possibly could be putting in a higher low. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I mean, a lot of these are just down big, right? So just got to be aware of that. If you're taking buys based off of a buy signal or your own strategy, don't forget to also utilize the sell signal. It's there for a reason, right? So just be aware of that. Some people are really good at buying, but a lot of people aren't good at closing the position or whatever it is. So just be aware of that. Bitcoin is currently breaking back down. Bitcoin candle close back below 61,250 would, in my personal opinion, obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And obviously, we hope to find a little bit of entertainment along the way. Probably not as entertaining as when price is pumping, when price is breaking back down. But a candle close back below 61,250-ish confirms the lower high and puts in a lower low. So that's why I have this white trend line there, just kind of showing where that is. And then the next possible buy the dip scenario is still waiting like that, the higher probability. Maybe we'll put in bullish divergence, right? Maybe price will come down here, hit target 3, put in bullish divergence, maybe target 4, right? So we'll see how it plays out. And MicroStrategy has already hit target 3. MicroStrategy is already breaking down from target 3, coming into target 4. So we don't know. And remember, this is kind of where the monthly trending dots are. So monthly trending dots over the next month or two could be somewhere in this area, right? Could be let's see, May would probably be up here, right? So somewhere up in here is where the monthly trending dots would be. So it is possible, right? Comes all the way back down, obviously all the way down like this, hits the monthly trending dots, maybe puts in bullish divergence, and then takes off to the upside after that. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. And we'll see how it plays out. Maybe we redraw it like that, make it a little bit more conservative downward trend line. Maybe that is the next higher probability buy the dip scenario. Coming back down, retesting those monthly trending dots, putting in bullish divergence, right? Maybe this is bullish divergence over here, right? Let's change this over to blue so we can kind of see that. Bullish divergence followed by a higher low, right? Get everyone really bearish, breaking down from the fourth target, right? Probably including myself, starting to get very bearish over there, and then bullish divergence. Just knowing myself, right? Knowing myself, price starts breaking back down below the fourth target. Then we start getting more and more bearish. The weekly chart looks more bearish, all that stuff. Then we start seeing bullish divergence. Then we see a higher low. And then when everyone is really super bearish, right? That's when we'll be like, hey, there is bullish divergence followed by a higher low. It's go time, right? It's go time. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. We will be there every step of the way. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate all of you smashing the like button, smashing that subscribe button, helping me, help you, help me, and we'll continue to sniper the markets together. And we will see you on tomorrow's live stream, Wednesday, bright and early, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And with that, hope you have a good rest of your day. Adios.